For months, the King County Council has had a fierce debate over whether a teen jail should remain open.
As Fox 13's Alejandra Guzman reports, the deadlock for some time has been the county executive wanting a no locks, no cells approach, while council has pushed back to keep the facility open.
Today was no different. Folks showed up in person and virtually to speak against keeping this youth detention facility open. In fact, the meeting was brought to a halt several times after people spoke out longer than their 1 minute allotted time. Public comment was heard for over 2 hours. But before stepping out, Councilmember Reagan Dunn told me that his council members are all moving towards keeping this teen jail open indefinitely. This comes after the county made the case to raise taxes to replace a dilapidated juvenile detention center in 2012, costing you, taxpayers, more than $240 million. Before breaking ground in 2018 for the new Patricia Clark Children and Family Justice Center, a call for county leaders to reconsider as protesters called for restorative justice rather than putting youth behind bars.
A lot of people who are habitually committing relatively low-level crimes are not very responsive to the sanctions of the criminal system. We have to find the resources. We have to direct our energies to breaking that cycle. That is what's going to make the community safer.
A statement King County Executive Dow-Constantine made 4 years ago, trying to reimagine criminal justice.
75 miles an hour.
Well, I think that attitude and those comments are one of the reasons why we've seen a 146% increase in violent felony filings around juveniles.
Councilmember Reagan Dunn, who filed a motion pushing to keep the teen jail open, wants to put to bed the myth that we can close the facility and in its place have outreach and respite houses across the county.
It just won't work. They want a system where no child is ever incarcerated, no juvenile, and so do I. But the truth is, that's utopia. That doesn't really exist. Some of these folks are murderers and rapists. They have a long pattern of violent behavior.
The controversial issue forcing a handful of retired King County judges to break judicial norms, urging council not to close the detention center. The retired justices calling for county leaders to fund teen court to support their rehabilitation. They shared their viewpoints on the Seattle Times, writing in part, "It's not fair to them or us to continue to underfund juvenile court. The youth in detention are facing serious charges. They are a danger to themselves and to the community. They deserve the opportunity to heal, grow, and gain skills while awaiting trial. It is our obligation to ensure that all youth in juvenile court, whether in or out of custody, are given a roadmap out of the criminal justice system so that they can move forward to productive lives."
We need to be serious about holding our young people accountable for violent acts.
Dunn says there's several ways council is moving to ensure that those lower level offenders get the help, outreach, and services that they need. But the bottom line is that the youth detention facility will permanently remain open. I reached out to King County Executive Dow-Constantine. We're still waiting to hear back. Alejandra Guzman, Fox 13 News.